What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot Ed, and today we are going to talk about none other than the Kong Studios Kong number 15 Goku. Basically, this is the white-haired SSJ5 version, or Super Saiyan 5 Goku. Now, this is not going to be the one that they're actually going to release. They are going to release the one that's based on the actual drawing from Dragon Ball AF, but the only problem with that one is he ain't got the team. Now, I'm just gonna come right out and say this, man. To be honest with you, I can't recommend this figure. It's not a QC issue. There's nothing wrong with the figure. In fact, the figure is quite heavy. It's heavier than that guy, which is SSJ4 Vegeta. This is 3.0 body, by the way, which is the official, SH Figure Arts version. This figure, however, usually some of the clothing, I believe, is from, I think they did like the, was it like the Galactic Police version of Goku or something like that, using those tattered pants and shirt. But the upper body is supposed to be like the white version. So we're gonna open up the box. This is how the box looks. Real quick here. This is the side. Oops, sorry about that, Vegeta. The box. It's the back of the box and the side of the box. Nice cardboard box. Just gonna open it up real quick. Comes with the Goku figure in this nice plastic tray. You also get things that we're not gonna show off, but I'm gonna show you those. Is you get a pair of faces. Let's see what they look like real quick. Set those down. So they do come in baggies, and I'm not going to open the baggie with the fists in it. They're just multiple hands, but I definitely can show off the faces. So let's start with this one first. And as you can see there, that is the laughing face, like the ha 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 face. Next is the evil grin. What's the evil grin face? And then finally, we have the stoic angry face. As you can see there, let's get into focus. There we go. All right, there we go. All right. So we're gonna put these back in the baggie. Because it's really the most important part is just different faces. And we're not switching faces on this video either. We're not doing any of that today because my frustration with this figure only implores me not to want to do anything else. And it's not a bad frustration, not a regrettable frustration. I would buy this figure, I'd buy it again, but it ain't doing what it's supposed to. So you got the different hands here, and you got one that lets him do the like instantaneous movement gesture that he does, with the two fingers. How we gonna do it when we can't even stand him up straight? Finally, you get the beam effects, and you get the little ball, and I guess you put it in your hand, very similar to the one that you get with Vegeta. But this actually has better effects, in my opinion, much better effects. Again, just not going to use them because I don't really have time to show them all because you can't, y'all don't see. So we're going to take the figure out of the tray, and that always happens. So the hair breaks up into 3 parts, and you just kind of, it's like a hole there. Now, everything's looking good so far, but the problem is, take a look at it, it can't stand up. And the thing is, it cannot stand up on the surface. If it does, it'll stay for a little bit, and then eventually it will topple over. Why is this figure falling or so loosely not to stand up? And it's quite simple. The feet too damn small. That's good for a woman. You don't want a woman with no big feet, but that right there, for a dude, that's crazy. Because look at all this hair. And when I say this hair is heavy, this hair is heavy. This is a very weighty figure. So let's get situated here. Whoops. It's a very, very weighty figure. Let's get a little closer. You can see there. Like I said, I can't do any extra poses because The minute you try to do anything else, he just falls right over. Compared to Vegeta, watch this. See, he's gonna bend down. But compared to Vegeta, you know, Vegeta stands up with ease. But I've been fighting with this guy. Now, I've been fighting with this guy for a few days now. And I did try to stand him up a couple of times, but he just fell right over, man. So, I mean, like, you know, kind of sucks, right? As you can see, like, if you look at Vegeta's feet, it's funny. His foot is bigger than his, and he's a smaller character. So that's a few things that they messed up with, first of all. But the head sculpt is pretty nice. And the hair, like I said, it's heavy. You can pull it out into 3 different spaces if you want. Does that help with the weight? Nope. He still can't stand up. Well, he stands up a little better, but that's the purpose of defeating when you want him to show off the hair. And the hair splits into 2 parts. You see here, that's the bigger piece, the middle piece. This is going to go into the back. And then this is the bottom piece, which goes into the bottom of the piece that I just showed you. So you just kind of put these 2 together. And they just go right in, and there's the hair. Now, without the hair, he may stand up a little bit more, but it still defeats the purpose because, you know, he's supposed to have more hair. And compared to him, you know, like I said, the biggest claim to fame is not being able to stand up. And that's been a big problem. It's just not being able to stand up. And it does really kind of mess me up because the figure's not expensive. It's the same price. Let me make it clear. It's the same price as any other SH Figure Arts with, you know, larger accessories. So if you bought him, he wouldn't have cost you no more than, with the shipping, it's like $70. And that's fair because he was 50. And I think another Vegeta I have was like 30, 35. So if we got this Goku as an official character, yeah, he would cost a heck of a lot more. We could go over articulation real quick. The legs, he can do a split, you do a Van Damme, but the coat will kind of get in the way, but this is about as far as it can go. The arms will go here, we go out to here, we go back there. He's got a bicep, he gets about that much. The head will swivel, and the neck does just, you know, and the legs kick out, kick this way. Of course, with the collar way they kick back. What else is there we're missing? The waist does rotate. I'm not going to rotate it, but all 360, but it does rotate. And like I say, he just comes with many different fists and hands. But when you try to set him down, you know, he just will not stand. And that makes me a little upset. When I say that, because I'm glad I got him, because this is not something you could buy or purchase immediately. So it's one of those things where you'll see a lot of people, they see this character, they'll mostly want him to be not even out the box, but I got to look at mine. I'm sorry I paid for it. I didn't buy it to resell. But that's it. It's just not fun. I can't really, like, you know, I mean, that's the best that I can get, everybody. So this is not a strong recommend for me. This is only a recommend if you're a fan of Dragon Ball. But I just can't recommend this figure and go, oh, you need to run out and get it, because you can't run out and get it anyway. And if you try to get it on the aftermarket, you're going to pay more money. If you invest in this figure, remember, you have to get some sort of stand, because without a stand, your posability is going to be very limited. And if you are able to get it to stand up and, you know, hey, you go out for a day, you might come back and see him on the floor. Now, I've not dropped mine, so I don't know what happens if it drops. And like any other SH Figure Arts figure, if you drop them, nothing is going to happen. But I do like the figure. I like the presence of the figure. This is one of my, this is like my favorite figure. I'll just take it out of the package and just play with it. But as far as like extended posing and all that stuff, like I would do with maybe Vegeta, because like I said before, He's barely standing right now. Like if I move or push him or just slightly nudge him, he will fall. You know, if I do too much wind, he might fall. So, you know, I'm just saying. But he's a good looking figure, fantastic figure. Very impressed with him. Just can't do any poses. So, you know, if you get this figure, just know when you get him, if you don't have a SH Figure Arts type stand or a stand that goes with those figures, you're gonna be keeping him in the box until you do, or you're gonna have him leaning up against him. And now you can't pose if he's leaning up against him. So that's it. All in all, though, it's still a nice figure. Would I buy it? Again, yes, I buy it without question because it's custom and it's very hard to find. It's not something you can get in the store. But like to spend extra money for it, that's up to you. That's up to you. But I know my diehard Dragon Ball Z fans will spend their money on it. All right, well, this is just my review. I'm done. I'm probably gonna chop and screw this up. But this is Super Robot Ed, so you can bring you more news and reviews. Until then, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.